The 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of U.S. currency. It's a small slice of American history that carries with it a fascinating story. This coin belongs to a long-running series that started in 1964, created to honor the beloved President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By the time 1979 rolled around, the Kennedy half-dollar had already been in circulation for 15 years, and while most people spent them without a second thought, collectors and coin enthusiasts saw them as an ongoing tribute with unique varieties, mint marks, and occasional hidden value. The obverse of the 1979 half-dollar features Gilroy Roberts' famous portrait of John F. Kennedy, facing left, with fine detailing in his hair and facial features. Above his head is the word Liberty. The year 1979 appears below his neck, and the motto, "In God We Trust," is split into two parts, "In God" to the left and "We Trust" to the right. This design has remained mostly unchanged for decades, making it instantly recognizable. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the presidential seal, an eagle with a shield on its chest, holding an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, with a ring of 50 stars surrounding it. It's bold, patriotic, and a perfect tribute to Kennedy's role as a leader. The 1979 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at three main U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a small D on the obverse just above the date; and San Francisco, with an S mint mark. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation in large quantities, while the San Francisco Mint produced special collector coins, including proof versions. These proof coins have a mirror-like background and frosted details, giving them a beautiful contrast that stands out from regular circulation strikes. By 1979, the composition of the Kennedy half-dollar had already changed from its original silver content. The coins issued from 1964 were 90% silver, but from 1965 to 1970 they were made of 40% silver. Starting in 1971, the U.S. Mint removed silver entirely for general circulation, replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition, essentially layers of copper sandwiched between nickel, giving the coin its silvery appearance but no significant silver value. So, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is made of copper-nickel-clad, weighing 11.34 grams, with a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. Now, when it comes to value, most 1979 Kennedy half-dollars that have been circulating for years are worth only their face value of 50 cents. They were produced in huge numbers, meaning they are common and easy to find. However, uncirculated examples, especially those with sharp details and no wear, can be worth a bit more, usually around $2 to $5 depending on the condition. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint tend to have more collector interest, with prices ranging from $4 to $10 for standard proofs. But the real excitement for collectors often lies in errors and varieties. Some 1979 Kennedy half-dollars are known for minor errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. These errors are rare and can bring significantly higher prices at auction. For example, a proof coin with a strong double die on the obverse might attract a dedicated collector willing to pay far more than its usual value. Coins with perfect or near-perfect grades, such as MS-67 or higher for circulation strikes, or PR-70 for proofs, are especially desirable. High-grade certified examples have been known to sell for $50, $100, or even more in the right market. Another interesting aspect of the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is that, by this time, the coin was not heavily used in everyday commerce. Half-dollars had fallen out of favor with the public, as they were bulky to carry and not often dispensed by cash registers. This meant that many coins, especially uncirculated ones, were set aside by collectors or remained in U.S. Mint rolls and bags for years. Today, this makes it easier to find 1979 half-dollars in excellent condition compared to older coins that circulated heavily. For the San Francisco proofs, there's also a special note for 1979. That year was the first time the U.S. Mint used a Type II S mint mark on some coins. This newer mint mark design was sharper and more refined than the older, blob-like, Type I version. The Type II proof coins are scarcer and often command higher prices than their Type I counterparts. Collectors who specialize in proof Kennedy have paid close attention to these differences, as a complete set of mint mark types can be a rewarding challenge to assemble. Beyond the technical details, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar has a symbolic significance. Even though it contains no silver, it carries the enduring image of one of America's most admired presidents. Kennedy's legacy, youthful optimism, leadership during the Cold War, and the vision of sending humans to the moon, is forever linked to this coin. Owning a 1979 half-dollar isn't just about the metal or its value. It's about holding a piece of U.S. history that connects the past to the present. For collectors just starting out, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar is an affordable and accessible coin. It's easy to find in coin shops, online auctions, and even in pocket change if you're lucky. Beginners often use coins like these to learn about grading, mint marks, and the difference between circulated and proof strikes. Experienced collectors, on the other hand, may hunt for rare high-grade examples, error coins,